Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of ADA, taking a look at what's been going on most recently, what we think is likely to happen next and all that wonderful stuff. As I get into the video, if you find it useful and informative, smash that like button, I really do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out, link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. Let's jump right down into this video for Cardano ADA. Let's keep it right on point and keep it nice and brief to give you all the information that I think you need to know about ADA. So here we have ADA paired up with USDT BitGet on the spot exchange with a 1 hour time frame. Here you can see our expectations were to actually come down a little bit deeper. We were aiming between 26.7883 and 27.27.1. Now we can see that actually we had a double bottom, equal lows down here, actually completing our C wave structure. So that actually meant that our B wave had finished down here, and we can kind of now remove that, pull our Y wave back up. So this looks like a WXY coming in here on our B wave, and now we're starting this progression to the upside. Doesn't look like it's quite done yet, but it's getting ready for a move to the downside in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at our structure points here. Where do we think things are going? So I would say that we're almost up at the 1-to-1, so we can see right here our expectations would be that we would land somewhere between the 29.4788 and 29.8825 if I can talk today. Right in here. This would look like a three-wave pattern. It looks like it's almost completed, so that's given us some confidence right inside there. So this would be the area where we would probably want to create a short position. Okay, so for me, I would probably look to short it from the entry level there. We'll look to come down deeper than our swing low, and I think we'll put our stop loss above our swing high. Okay, this actually is where our C wave should be, but it's looking less and less likely to occur. Now, of course, it's possible that we do this. However, it's also possible that actually what we're doing here is actually moving to the downside with this big ABC structure already completing here. So I'm going to park that off for now. I think this is the most obvious play, considering our momentum is overbought on the daily, overbought on the 8 hour, overbought on the 4 hour, and about to be overbought on the 1 hour. So for me, this looks like the most logical kind of expectation, and that is that we short the market on ADA and we look to keep profits down a little bit deeper, lower than the swing low. There's no structure points to this right now, but if we are thinking that we're in a big kind of 5-wave movement on the daily time frame, then in fact this should be a wave 3 drop, which means I think we'll be targeting out at least 1.618 from our positioning up here. So if I put this on that lower entry level, our 1.618 would put us down at 25 cents, and that could be a really nice run if we start to see good structure within this range. You could be looking at 5.5 risk reward ratio. I won't leave it there as yet because I do think this is going to be quite a choppy move. It should be a 3-wave pattern if we are following a diagonal based pattern towards the end here. So again, we come down, we bounce up, we go down again. So again, we can use the first short, and then we go long, then we go short again, and we ride this bad boy in all the directions that it potentially could go. That's kind of my approach to this one. So for ADA here, it looks like we're getting ready to short the market. Again, better entries can be had rather than 29.4857. We could wait for that to kind of, get a much better structure aligned. I think we're kind of going up into that range, so just keep an eye on that one. I think that's kind of where that's going. But do bear in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you financial advice. All I can do is tell you my thoughts and opinions on the data in the charts as I personally see it, and kind of how I would approach things here when it comes to Cardano's ADA. Now, there's a lot of selling pressure. You can see that with all this red up here. There's no fair value gaps. This is all internal sell order blocks, at least algorithmically driven from where people are likely to be selling. So you can see in here when it gets to these swing highs, there's a high probability that selling pressure is going to increase. This is also all areas of resistance. So there's a huge block here of resistance basically for Cardano at 29 all the way up to 30.1. All of that is basically resistance. Now, if I come over into our daily time frame, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about this potential diagonal structure forming out here, right? So we're looking for this move to the downside where we are targeting out at the moment 18 to 20 cents. Again, that could change a little bit. Diagonal patterns can, of course, truncate. They can be shorter than expected and all those things. And so we'll keep a close eye on that one. We could, of course, still be in the wave 1 position on this daily time frame as a diagonal as well. And that can contain a diagonal. And so we need to kind of consider that we are, going to be in an interesting position, right? We could be in a leading diagonal for our diagonal based wave 1, for example. It's unlikely to be that case, but it's something that we need to consider. I think for the most part, we take a look at this, we could be in a real interesting time for ADA here. Okay, and it does look like it's holding well, but I don't think that's going to last. You can see that we're just up in this overbought range on our daily time frame. If I take this to a weekly time frame, you can see we've got loads of progression to the upside. However, it's not too uncommon to kind of get rejected from this entry level of the oversold and come down even deeper. So just bear that in mind. I think that essentially ADA here is likely to see this structure play out. Now, if we don't want this structure to play out, what do we need to see? Well, we'd need to see ADA rally. It needs to rally up higher than 34.85 cent. And once that's kind of higher than here, we can rule out this idea that we're going down into a fifth wave movement. Until we are up there, though, this is very much valid, and therefore we have to take it quite seriously that a new lower low is coming here for Cardano's ADA, and what a fantastic opportunity that could be. Right, looking to dollar cost average into ADA at 18 to 20 cent, I think is going to be life-changing for many. But as I said earlier, I'm not a financial advisor, right? So do take everything I say with a pinch of salt and do your own research, even more so than I am doing here in this particular video, right? ADA is not a coin for everybody. Apparently, this ghost chain is basically just an absolute scam project, if you believe some of the comments that you see in the YouTube videos. However, I think when you actually do deep dive and fundamental analysis on the project, I think you can agree that this one has a lot of potential for the future, and that is what I am betting on here. So I think that 18 to 20 cent ADA I think is going to be a really good bear market low point. It's going to give us some great opportunities for dollar cost averaging before we get into that bullish market where we might see even further and more significant highs. Now, I will say that 18 cent might not be the complete bottom, because we can of course come down deeper. There's 15 cent, which is a point of interest for me, but for the most part, this is where we see it now, and this is the kind of accumulation zone before we have a bigger move to the upside. So for now, 18 to 20 cents seems to be the most logical place. On the short time frame, we're looking for a small move up and then a move down, and of course on the larger time frames, we are of course just looking at moving the price action of ADA to the downside, where we can take advantage of some fantastic price action and accumulative zones. Now, if I am to trade this one, which I think I probably will, I will be trading on the BitGet exchange. Now, BitGet is a fantastic platform, and if you do use the affiliate link in the description down below, you will be able to take advantage of up to $8,000 of rewards for signing up to the platform. This depends on how much you deposit to the platform and how much you trade on the platform, and everything is documented in the affiliate link. It's in the description. You can obviously buy ADA on spot or use leverage-based trading as well, up to 125x using BitGet. Now, obviously, I would never use leverage to that kind of degree, but I'm usually around 5-10x leverage, and I'm kind of pretty comfortable with that. It's about making gains and not about gambling. So essentially, what we like to do here is we like to book about 20% gains or so on the portfolio and build that account nice and steadily. We talk more about this with our members down in our Discord server. So if you haven't already checked out membership.𝗕𝗘𝗪crypto.io, the link for that is in the description below. We do so many different things for our members, so it's well worth checking it out if you haven't done so already. So why not check out BitGet? Affiliate link is in the description below, and yeah, see if you want to trade this bad boy. I'm going to leave this video right there though, guys. If you have found it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, and guys, I'll catch you all in the next one.
We are not financial advisors. None of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.